An Egyptian appeals court has imposed a 2-year prison sentence against the women's rights activist Amal Fatai, who criticised the authorities for failing to tackle sexual harassment. Fatai was charged with spreading fake news in May after posting a video in which she recounted her experiences. She was handed a 2-year jail term by a lower court in September, but it was suspended pending an appeal. The appeal ruling came days after she was freed on bail over a separate case. Her husband, Mohammed Lofty, who is the head of the Independent Egyptian Commission for Rights and Freedoms, said she could be taken back into detention at any time. The 34-year-old is a mother of one and a former activist in the April 6 youth movement that was at the forefront of the 2011 uprising against former President Hosni Mubarak. In 2018, an increasing number of African farmers took advantage of opportunities to unlock the potential of agribusinesses on the continent. This next report looks at how African farmers developed agriculture and tackled challenges in 2018.
2018 was a year that saw African farmers push to increase productivity through the use of modern farm practices and finding innovative ways to farm in the face of challenges such as climate change and access to finance. In Malawi, farmers intervened with homemade repellents as pests and droughts threatened maize crops. The armyworm, a crop-munching pest, often burrows into plants, limiting chemical contact, which enables them to easily build resistance. Farmers like Jesse and James Kanjala say they were able to repel armyworms that invaded their 3-acre farm with a solution of water, pounded chili pepper, and salt. In Uganda, farmers were busy experimenting with breeding insects for livestock feed. Farmers say using insects as livestock feed to enable them find more nutritious protein alternatives for their animals. Breeding insects like maggots and earthworms also takes up little space, according to scientists, who say rising production of livestock feed such as soy gobbles up more and more valuable agricultural land.
The purpose of this project is to replace or substitute fish meal, because what fish meal is providing, that's protein, is what we are intending to be substituting, not maize bran. Maize bran will still stay in same portion because it provides something else, which is energy, carbohydrates, and calcium, what will still stay in same proportion.
Meanwhile, falling global commodity prices such as coffee and cotton forced many farmers in Ethiopia to turn to farming cat, as falling prices put a squeeze on their profits. Cat, also known as cat or miraa, is a flowering plant native to East Africa. It contains cathinone, an amphetamine-like ingredient, making it a popular form of stimulant. Cat, also known as cat or miraa, is a flowering plant native to East Africa. The high demand for cat, which is illegal to chew in many countries, but not in the Horn of Africa, has made it an increasingly profitable option for farmers. Falling global prices of cotton, as well as bad weather, had a major impact on Burkina Faso's farmers. Cotton production in the country has been on the decline since 2017 due to a variety of factors, including pest attacks, poor rainfall, as well as a decision by the government to phase out the production of genetically modified or Gmo cotton seeds. From 2008, after seeing their crops ravaged by the bollworm, cotton growers in Burkina Faso began using a pest-resistant cotton variety, first introduced in the United States through a partnership with the U.S. agrochemical giant. In nearby Nigeria, technology companies looked at new ways to revolutionize agriculture, using a combination of peer-to-peer lending and a stream of videos and photographs of the type typically seen in the crowdfunding campaigns. As a result, most of Nigeria's tens of millions of farmers work on a subsistence basis and live on less than $2 a day.
One of the primary problems we were trying to solve was solving the problem of access to funds for farmers, giving them the right expertise for them to grow right, and also linking them to market. So far we've been able to do an effective collaboration here in Nigeria.
Nigeria's central bank announced this year that it was working on plans to have banks offer more agricultural loans to farmers.